junior from Oxford, number 23, Christian Mendoza. And a sophomore from East Lansing, number 28, Jaden Cantu. Head coach for the Comets is Doug Carter. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the starting lineup for your Hope College Flying Dutchman. A junior from Barrington, Illinois, number 1, Daniel Hesselbein. A senior from Byron Center, number 2, Colton Baker. A sophomore from Mundelein, Illinois, number 5, Cole Pauley. A senior from Grand Rapids, number 6, Ethan Jensen. A senior from Farmington Hills, number 10, Matt Wimmer. A senior from Marshall, number 11, Jake Lyon. A freshman from Naperville, Illinois, number 13, Josh Weigel. A junior from Lincolnwood, Illinois, number 15, Mario Hervik-Hevik. A senior from Alto, number 17, Ole Olson. A junior from Spring Lake, number 21, Ben Bush. And a sophomore from Grand Ledge, number 24, Matthew Davidson. Head coach for the Flying Dutchman is Dave Blonick. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Gentlemen, if you would, please remove your caps. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
The Comets of Olivet, or the University of Olivet, excuse me, the name change is throwing me off. Yeah, having a few technical difficulties here tonight getting started, so we apologize if you were tuning in to hear the smooth, velvety tones of myself and Mr. Matt Margarone here. My name is Paul Willard. I am here, as I said, with Matt Margarone. Here at Van Andel Soccer Stadium, a very cool and breezy 64 degrees tonight, Matt. The sun is setting. It's a beautiful time to be at Van Andel Soccer Stadium, or if you happen to be watching us online right now, which 44 of you are. So whether you're a fan from Dutchman country or land of the Comets, we appreciate you watching right now.
Yeah, exciting night for a soccer game here at Hope College. We Hope College Flying Dutchman against, so it's now the university. This is an MIAA foe. Yeah. But it's not an MIAA.
It is not. No, a rare instance of a MIAA game against two MIAA opponents that is not counting towards the conference standings or anything, correct?
Yes.
I mean, overall it counts for the score and for the record, but not towards conference standings.
It's interesting. This is a big week for the Flying Dutchman. They're coming off of a loss, 1-0 loss to Elmhurst away on the road, their first loss of the season. They beat Olivet last year in actually a very good game. But they have 3 games this week, tonight, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah.
So.
Olivet now with the ball in their defensive third here, looking to push the ball up the field and play with a little bit of patience at the moment. Now with the long send towards the midline, that's number 9, heads it on for Olivet. I need my roster right in front of me. Apologies if we're not getting every player correct as we search through this. Number 9 there, that's Braden Abbott. Jake Lyon now with the ball back to Hesselbein. Hesselbein looking to move it out to Colton Baker. Colton Baker now pushing it to the far side to Ole Olsen, who's just kind of content to sit back with it and move the ball back to the keeper. And just hope, the last game that you and I called, Matt, Hope came out with a ton of pace, a ton of fast start, really looking to get the ball moving and get up into Cornerstone's end as fast as they could. Do you think the Dutchmen are going to try to do that tonight as they rebound from their loss?
Yeah, it looks early on they're playing some high pressure, turning up the field and going at the defenders. So a good start, and Hope Paul looks like they're kind of getting into a rhythm of finding their formation, finding their starters. A couple games in a row where you start with Ole Olsen and Mario on the outside, Wimmer, Matt Davidson, Ethan Jansen, and Josh Schweigel, the freshman, kind of in that center mid. And this 3-back system, center backs with Cole Pauly in the middle, Colton Baker on the left, and Jake Lyon is kind of a start. And then Ben Bush is playing kind of that lone 9 up top. So
a nice through ball there to Ole Olsen, blocked by the Comets defender there. Really nice work from Jansen to Olsen out there on that far side. Ethan Jansen playing with a lot of patience. Ethan Jansen playing in a position that's a little bit higher than he usually plays. He's kind of rotating in and out of the 9 and 10 a little bit more, which has resulted in a lot more shots on goal for Jansen, which is great. I think in the Elmhurst game he had 3 shots on goal.
Yes.
Didn't connect on any of them, unfortunately. But in the game that we called against Cornerstone, he was able to finish with a left-footed shot in the back of the net from that beautiful pass by Mario Herbicevic. So Matt Wimmer now looking to move the ball. Dangerous kind of pressure there by the Comets. Cole Pauly now sending it back. And Hope kind of content to skate away from Olivet's defense. High pressure defense from the Olivet Comets here. Hasselbein now with the long send down to Ole Olsen, who's got it on that far wing looking for something. Ethan Jansen maybe an outlet pass to the outside edge. But just Olivet's defense right now is just collapsing on top of Hope and putting a ton of pressure on them pretty early on, looking to set the tone, it looks like.
That's right. They're playing a little bit of a low block right now with one high forward, Olivet is, and Hope's able to pretty easily possess it kind of in the front third, but haven't been able to get in behind the defense just yet, as Olivet will play strong defense and then look to clear up the field, but haven't been able to build much offense yet.
No, they haven't. I mean, Olivet kind of started out the game moving the ball pretty well in their defensive end and looked for a long send. And unfortunately, Olivet just has not been able to possess the ball in Hope's defensive third here. Hope College Flying Dutchman going left to right on your screen as you're looking at it. The Olivet Comets going right to left, as Olivet now looking to possess the ball in the middle of the field. Matt Davidson with a nice poke up the field now.
Yeah, nice little play from Christian Mendoza on the left-hand side, outside back, building up through the middle. A little possession here from Michael Elzerman, the freshman from Rochester Hills, earns the Olivet Comets a throw-in. So a little good spell here from this outside down the left side here.
Christian Mendoza looking to take the throw in here, putting it down the line. A nice little touch on for the running on. Jake Lyon now putting bodies down there. Yeah, ref looks like he's going to call that a foul, as Jake Lyon and Noah Runnels were really kind of going after each other down in that near end, down in the corner. But even if that ball would have skated away from Jake Lyon, he's got the speed.
this game at home here, Hope and Olivet, which Hope came out on top.
Oh, a nice find there by Mario. Wide open space for Ethan Jansen, but unfortunately he's dispossessed by number 12. That's Aiden Reynolds from Olivet. Nice play there from Olivet to take that ball away from Jansen, as he was surely looking to turn up the field and make something of that beautiful pass from Mario.
Ben Bush with a great little play, holding up the ball, keeping possession. Olivet at this point can't, even though they dispossess Hope, they can't build anything just yet, and Hope looks to possess.
Yeah, you look at what Olivet has going on the pitch there, and you talked about them really only playing kind of one forward high, and anytime that ball's dispossessed from Hope in the midfield there. Oh, Matt Wimmer goes down. No foul called. The crowd wanting something, it seemed, and even the players wanting something, but looked like Matt Wimmer just got straight up football tackled on that one. Nice little 1-2 touch there from Mario to Matt Davidson. Mario now with the ball on the outside edge. Oh, looking to play a cheeky little touch there. He almost had him, too, right between the legs, looking to do you call it a nutmeg or do you call it a panna?
Oh, wow. I call it a meg. But,
okay.
I'll go either way.
Sure.
Mario right now is on this right wing back kind of midi position. Look for him and Oli throughout the half to maybe switch sides depending on he's a left-footed player that's playing on that right side, and so you can see that come into play. Right now it's inverted. You can see him looking to play that big swing ball, which is a great ball.
Mario with the beautiful left-footed cross there. We've talked about Mario's left-footed boot here as he oftentimes takes corner kicks. Ole Olsen looking to possess the ball in the 18. I was kind of expecting him to shoot right there. He had the angle.
Gotta love attacking the defender 1v1 though.
Definitely.
Some things that.
Oh, Ben Bush with the nice little soft touch off, but trying to lay it off for looked like Ethan Jansen. Sorry, I totally interrupted you.
It's okay. It's okay. We've done this long enough together.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm totally okay with it. But you gotta love when the Hope players take the defenders one-on-one and put pressure on. So coach is going to be happy with Oli, even though he lost the ball in the box, that he's going 1v1 and trying to get in behind the defense rather than just constantly swinging around through the pass.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball now on this near side, moving towards the midfield. Colton Baker with the nice header up there to Josh Weigel, who plays it up. Ben Bush with the nice through ball to Ethan Jansen, who just can't get there, but a beautiful defensive play there, I believe, by
Nolan McCrillis.
Nolan McCrillis, yes.
That's
Number
right.
21 for the Comets. Ethan Jansen had him dead to rights on that.
Yeah.
And McCrillis made a really nice defensive play to kick that ball off of the far touchline.
Yeah, the sophomore from Warren, Michigan at this point has really stood tall against some defensive pressure. These back four, or even 5 or 6 at times for Olivet, have been good and holding strong so far, not giving up too many even shots on goal in this first 10 minutes. And looks like one of the weapons that we have, Paul Willard, is the long throw from Cole Pauley.
Yeah. Cole Pauley is a 6'3" sophomore, I believe, out of Mundelein, Illinois. Really can put that ball from the touchline straight into the middle of the 18, and the keeper for Olivet just kind of sniped that out as that ball was flying in there. But Cole Pauley's got this won't be the first time that we talk about his ability for the throw-ins and stuff. He can just put it in there. Did you ever, I have a question. I had a guy in high school who I loved playing with who did flip throws all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever do those?
Did I do?
Yeah, did you do them?
No,
No.
I'm also 6'3".
Yeah.
And not the most limber human being. I was the one on the receiving end of the throw
Sure.
to try and flick it on, and that's really what Coach Blahnik was looking for, was someone to just get a flick on that ball. And I saw him kind of scratching his head as he walked back to the bench, a little bit miffed, I would say, that there was no challenge and the goalie could catch it clean. Because really what you want on those long throws is that it just kind of gets knocked around and kind of creates some sort of opportunity, not for the goalie to catch it clean.
Olivet now with the throw-in on the far side of the pitch here. Just going to take their time, maybe try to build something up from the middle here. Although now it looks like they've pushed a little more than just one high up here. But still, Olivet coming back. Looking to try to possess this ball in the midfield. Josh Weigel there now with the nice steal out to Matt Wimmer here in the middle of the field, looking to work it through to Jansen. Jansen seeing Ole Olsen for the run on the outside touch line there. Ole taking it into the middle of the 18, looking to cross it in. Ball skates right out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick, the keeper says, but really great footwork from Ole Olsen there. Really happy with Hope's ball movement, especially between Jansen and Olsen right now. They seem to have a really nice 1-2 touch going. Really nice through balls that they're playing to one another, and it looks as though they're really in sync tonight.
I would agree. And Matt Wimmer is playing that sixth position just beautifully, stepping in, winning the ball. Great play by Josh Weigel.
Yeah, beautiful. Nice hustle play. Mario looking to take people on one-on-one. Mario now with the ball and a beautiful touch. Oh, wow.
Great combination play. Weigel started it by a hustle play to Mario. Mario plays it up, a little 1-2, and a nice through ball to Josh Weigel, who just couldn't beat the outstretched keeper, Nicholas Van Portfleet from Fort Myers, Florida.
Ooh.
Estero High School. That's where my parents live.
Okay.
Fort Myers, place that was actually devastated by a hurricane about a year ago.
Okay. Not the most recent hurricane.
Not one that just came, but there was one about a year ago that community is still recovering. So, Nicholas Van Portfleet, the freshman, must have lived there during that time.
Sure.
But a great save by him to keep the Comets in this game.
Yeah, Olivet moving the ball. Lots of, what I'm noticing so far right now with Olivet is there's been a lot. They're working the ball back. They're settling it back in the defensive end there. And then they're trying to send a long ball up the pitch, it looks like, a little bit, trying to catch maybe Hope's really talented defenders off their mark a little bit, or maybe back on their heels. But Olivet tries to build from the back. They don't possess the ball a ton in the midfield, because by the time they get to the midline, they're looking to send a long ball up and catch Hope off guard. Yeah,
Braden Abbott is playing high. He's calling for the ball, for that long ball. He's trying to hold Jake Lyon off. A nice little play. Hope's going to win the throw. It looked like it was Olivet's ball.
Sure, yeah.
Braden Abbott's playing high up the pitch, calling for that ball, long ball. They're going to try do flicks and little plays through. They haven't been able to beat Cole Pauley yet at this point, which is going to be a tough task for any player.
Sure.
As Cole is not an easy player to beat.
Speaking of Cole Pauley, possessing the ball now, looking out to the far side for Ole Olsen. Ole looking to do something, but just kind of patiently waiting and saying, guys, check to the ball, check back to me. I need you to show me some space and show me that white jersey that tells me you're on my team so that I can pass it to you. Ole now back with the ball on the far side of the pitch, looking to take the defender one-on-one. Passes it back to Wimmer, who passes it into Jansen. Ethan Jansen, I don't think Ethan knew exactly where Ole was going to be on that play. I think Ethan expected Ole to be in a little bit of a different spot than he was as he was trying to send that ball, poke it right through for that run on for Ole. Oh, and a nice little touch there from Matt Wimmer too. But Olivet's backs doing a tremendous job of snuffing out those through balls so far.
Yeah, you can see what Hope's trying to do. Hope's trying to build the ball around, find their center mids combo, and then play a little slot ball in between those last two defenders. Last two times it's been blocked. What a touch by Weigel to Davidson. Jansen's going to look to play that through again, and it just kind of clips on over the end line and out for a corner.
Yeah.
You could see the defender Carter Scheel, the junior from Kalamazoo, Lloyd Norris, a high school that many of our players know, kind of frustrated by that play.
Yeah, definitely saying like that ball was kind of careening out of bounds, but well within touch of a defender for grabbing it. Yeah, Olivet not super happy about that one. Mario now with the easy touch to Matt Davidson, who puts it back out to Mario, looking for that left-footed cross all the way to the far post. Ethan Jansen with the Ethan Jansen with the header from the far post back to the near post that just skated right on by. It looked like Olivet's keeper was really out of position for that too.
Wow, just watching the replay there.
Yeah.
That's such a tough ball, Paul. It's coming across the goal. If you head it at goal, it's hard to get a lot of power on it. So Ethan does the right thing, plays it right across the middle, and hopes forwards, their middies, got to anticipate and say, hey, he's going to play that ball back. It hung in the air that long. We've got to just sprint towards the goal. It's a frustrating thing for a coach to now say, we've had 2 plays like that in the box and we haven't been able to get our foot on it.
That's right. Yeah. And Hope judging by the amount of ties, and of course that has a lot to do with whether or not they've been playing overtime, which they haven't, and that was a decision they made last year. But Hope had a lot of ties last year.
Olivet on the attack now, get a little spell of possession.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Hope, not known for their prolific offense really last year, and even better known for their just stalwart defense. But they need to put more shots on goal, Matt, as you were saying. Really, once they're inside that 18, put it into the mixer and see what can happen. If it gets a deflection, if it does something, nice little 1-2 there from Ole and Ethan Jansen, and Ole looking for a foul there, but ref says, nah, not on my watch, not happening tonight. Which is a very different game than what we called against Cornerstone, where the ref was very whistle happy. Gave, I think by this time in the Cornerstone game, we had 3 yellow cards already.
That's right. Oh, Ben Bush with a little play to Weigel. Holds off the defender, plays it wide to Ole Olsen, who cuts through the middle. Trying to beat 2 defenders. The defense again.
Yeah, just
strong.
Collapsing in.
Ooh. That ball got tipped by Carter Shields at the last second, and Hope will win another corner kick at this time, and Mario will get on that ball.
Yeah, last time out here with Mario's corner kick, what they were looking for was just a little 1-2, like a 1-2 touch, a little dink and dunk. Mario looks like he's going to do put some oomph behind this and get it probably into the center of the box there. Sure enough, far post now. Jake Lyon looking to head it on and sails right over even the top of the net for a goal kick for Olivet here. But I like that. I like that big boot from Mario there to send it to the far post, see if they can exploit what they just had that previous time down the pitch, where Ethan Jansen was able to head it from the far post back to the near post. And it looks like Hope is going to try to exploit what Olivet has going on in their back 4. But Olivet just has been reading a lot of Hope's offense very well and playing extremely well defensively, especially for the outside backs that are back there.
Carter Shields chases down Mario. Mario plays it back to Daniel. Kind of resets the offense. Up top for Olivet, you have Braden Abbott and Noah Runnels. They're trying to connect with each other. You've seen a couple little plays here and there. And Ole Olsen, last couple minutes, is just a little out of sorts. Kind of stepped on the ball last time, just missed a touch there, and it goes out for Olivet's throw. Paul, at this point, we're 20 minutes into the half. Olivet's trying to play a little more direct up to those forwards. Hope has been knocking on the door a little bit.
Sure have, yeah.
But these are dangerous type of games because if you don't score when you get those opportunities, counterattack, free kick, PK, it's kind of what happened in the Elmhurst game to Hope, is outshot Elmhurst 9-1 in the first half.
Yeah.
And one free kick outside the box put right in the upper corner, and Hope lost 1-0.
Sure.
Elmhurst sat in a similar position in the CCIW conference, and so you can never take anything for granted in the game of soccer. You can outpossess, you can outshoot, and it just takes one good strike, one good opportunity. And so Hope's going to try to have to put one in the back of the net early, otherwise the pressure will build.
Yeah, nice touch there from Weigel to force the defensive mistake there for Olivet, and the ball careens out of bounds for a corner kick now again. Third corner kick of the half thus far for the Flying Dutchman, as Mario is looking to put his big left boot behind this one again. You know, Matt, you mentioned that they're Hope's looking to put some shots on goal, definitely looking at playing the ball out to the wingers, trying to play it back in. As Mario takes the kick here right into the center of the box. That looked like it was going to be an own goal for a second there. I believe that an Olivet Comet touched that ball right out of bounds. But
sure looked like it from up here, Paul, but Ben Bush was kind of made the little universal dang clap.
Yeah.
movement. So maybe he got a little flick on it and just didn't redirect it to the far post.
Yeah, nobody seems to be complaining down on the field about this. So, we're looking at a pretty even game here thus far, although Hope's time of possession certainly has outpaced Olivet's at this moment right now. But this is the part of most games too where we've been calling some games together thus far. Right around the midpoint of the first half is where Hope starts to slow down a little bit. They not necessarily even letting foot off the gas or anything like that. They just start to slow their pace a little bit more and get into the rhythm. And as we saw very early on in this first half, Hope was doing a great job of putting the ball in the defensive third of Olivet, and now it's been a lot more back and forth.
That's right. Nice little win from Olivet. Plays it back to Braden Abbott. A shot to Matt Wimmer right in the stomach, I believe. And Ole gives him a little, hey, didn't mean to do that.
Yep. Wimmer just in an unfortunate spot at the wrong time. Ole Olsen trying to clear that ball out and just struck Wimmer right in the abdomen. Ball now on the near side here, looking to cross it in. Jake Lyon snuffed that out, and Cole Pauly just happy to clear that out as quickly as he could, as Olivet certainly starts to put a little bit more pressure on the Dutchman here.
Yeah. Tyler Gerbasi, number 3 center back captain, is kind of controlling the game from the back. He's communicating, telling their team where to go, how to build the offense. He's been great in that center back position if you watch him for Olivet. 23 as well. Christian Mendoza has been kind of tracking Ethan Jansen. They're passing him off. And it's been fun to watch this game so far. It's kind of a battle of different styles. And, oh, man, that is a bad turnover right there. Oh.
Beautiful tackle by Ethan Jansen. Smartly played there, as he certainly wasn't going to be able to get to that ball going straight up. So a smart play there, playing all ball. Nice solid tackle from Jansen. Olivet now with the ball, looking to work the ball out to this far side here to Carter Shield, excuse me.
That is Mario with a late tackle from behind on Carter Shield. Looks like a yellow card at the least.
Yep.
Very, very dangerous play.
Mario recognizing for sure that he made a mistake and went right over to Carter to tap him on the back and give him a hey, I'm sorry. Completely owned up to the ref, said that's my bad. But you hope Carter Shield's okay. It looks like he's kind of grabbing his lower back a little bit.
This is interesting. The AR and the center ref are talking. Curious about what type of card this will be.
Yeah.
Coaches were asking if that was cleats up straight from behind. If that's almost a straight red, I think would be maybe what they're asking about. It was a very, very dangerous tackle.
Yes.
Carter Shield, it's good that he gets up after that play and that he's healthy. And Olivet will get the set piece here. We've got Kyle Buchan and Zachary Steffen on the ball. Great
nice hit.
Ball header.
Whoa, off the crossbar for Olivet. What a beautiful free kick there. Hesselbein, I don't think.
Great play from Josh Weigel.
Yeah. I don't think Hesselbein realized that it was going that high. And I thought Hesselbein maybe looked at that ball like it was going going to sail over the post. And then, thankfully for the Flying Dutchman, hit the post and dropped straight down. Wow.
That was an incredible ball. Kyle Buchan has been a great player all half. A bright spot.
Beautiful send now to Mario here. Mario looking to put it back into the mixer. Oh, just too quick on that ball for Mario. That ball, as you and I both know, that ball skates on this field pretty fast. And it was, usually you just have to tap it to make it go. Only, about 10 yards.
But like we said, Paul, Hope went down 1-0 against Elmhurst on Saturday. They've had the possession, the better play, and one foul in the back third. And frankly, came away lucky because Hesselbein was beat on that back post. And the post, sometimes the post saves you in that type of play. So Matt Davidson will stand over the ball after a foul on Olivet. Look to work it to Colton Baker and get the offense going again, as Olivet has 11 behind the ball right now.
Yeah, Wimmer with the ball now, moving the ball towards the middle of the field here, out to Matt Davidson, who's looking for something here. Passes it back to Jake Lyon. Jake Lyon smartly passes it back to the center with Cole Pauly now on the ball. Cole looking for Colton Baker on the far side. Baker looking to do something where they can put it back into there with Ethan Jansen and then poke it back out to Ole or something. But credit to number 3, Tyler Gerbasi, for really shadowing Ethan Jansen thus far. And Yep.
Mario came in late on Carter Seal again. The AR has shaken his flag, and this is a very dangerous play as Mario came late. Carter is down. He's already on a yellow card.
That's right.
If they give a second yellow, then he will have a red, and Hope will play a man down. So this is a big moment in this game, as Hope had a lot of the and this is what's happening. So we're getting a second yellow for this, and it looks like it's a red, and he's out of the game.
Yeah.
So Hope at this point will play. We're finding out what happens with 19:25 left here in the first half. Unfortunate is really what we're most worried about right now is Carter Seal and his injury. 2 tackles in a row from Mario in the last 3 to 4 minutes have been very dangerous. Coach Blahnik is talking with the center ref. 0-0 game. It looked like it was a second yellow, didn't it, Paul, at that point? And then
I mean,
it was a red.
It's really hard to, it's really hard to do that, to see a player go down like that and to see any sort of injury happen. It looks like he's favoring maybe one of his ankles or something as Carter Shields walking off the field. We don't want to speculate about what happens. We just hope that he's doing okay and is going to heal up for Olivet here as he goes to the bench, and the training staff is going to look to help him out as much as they can. But it looked like Mario just kind of went, Carter Shield looked to clear the ball across the field, and Mario just almost maybe stepped right into him or landed on his ankle or something. You never know what happened, but all the referee saw was that the aftermath was happening, and the side official put his flag up, definitely signaling that there was a foul, and now Mario's got 2 yellows, which means he's off for the remainder of the game today, and I believe out for the next game as well. Yeah,
Hope will, at this point, play a man down for the rest of this game with 65 minutes left.
Yeah.
Hope also plays on Friday, the reigning national champion,
University of Chicago,
and the number 1 team in the country, and Hope will be without one of its captains.
Yep.
So, frankly, not a smart play by Mario coming in late. I didn't see the play completely. Didn't know if Carter came down on his foot late. We hope that the injury is okay. And we shall see how Coach Blahnik shapes the formation as they play a man down. You can see Hope's players talking. You can see these are momentous kind of occasions.
For sure.
And Paul, this changes the whole atmosphere of this game.
Yeah, it definitely does. And, you know, you never want to see any sort of injury happen. You definitely don't ever want to see any sort of stage in the game where there's yellow cards and red cards being thrown around. But we just hope that Carter Shield is okay and that he heals well from whatever injury he might be having right now. And you know, the training staff here at Hope and the training staff at Olivet is going to do everything they can to make sure that Carter Shield gets back on his feet, literally and figuratively. Yeah. And we wish him nothing but the best as he recovers from that injury.
Yeah, and that's a foul on Aiden Reynolds coming in late and a header at this point. We have some subs that have come in the game in the last 5 minutes. Number 13, Cole Miller, senior from Fremont, is playing up top for Olivet. Hope has Michael Dietz coming in on the outside wing, and Reese Brown, who has coming in off the bench. Reese is number 19 for Hope, playing on top. So we have a 0-0 game. Hope again, if you're just joining us, playing a man down, 2 yellow cards in quick succession from Mario. And now the game, the center ref is calling more fouls at this point, and Hope wins a free kick here in the front third.
Yeah, you know, as a former player, Matt, here at Hope, did you? I'm sure you've had numerous games where you've had to play a man down, maybe even 2 men down. What type of strategy is Coach? One man down from Olivet. They're playing with 10. Olivet with 11 here. So, what types of things do you think we're going to see from Hope in terms of formation, in terms of strategy? What do you think?
It looks like early on they moved Matt Davidson from the center of the field and moved him out to a wing back. They moved Ethan Jansen up to the top, and they're keeping kind of Reese, Brown, Josh Weigel, and Wimmer in the middle, and have Dietz on the outside. So really, they used to have 4 kind of in the center. They'll just play 3 in the center. Hope is kind of favored in this game as far as possession and ranking. Overall record. So Hope is still going to look to possess, I believe. They'll just have less up the field. As you can see there, they just don't have a target player. But Weigel dispossesses.
Oh, nice ball.
Reese Brown.
Reese looking nice to put it on to Weigel. Whoa.
Oh.
Josh Weigel pleading his case with the center official there, and Coach Blahnik now stepping onto the field to plead his case as well, saying that the defender just stuck his leg out right in front of Josh Weigel and caused that trip that we saw down there in the box, where Weigel surely had a run on goal and was either going to be able to put it on net or at least do something with it.
Yeah.
And, you know, Hope making every effort to plead their case to the center official.
At the least, Hope is saying that's a corner kick. Weigel shot it, and it hit off the Olivet player's foot. But yeah. We move on. It's tough when you're down a man and you dispossess and you get a break and get one of those opportunities, and you want that corner because set pieces will be so important.
Absolutely.
Paul, in a game where it's harder to get up the field with less players, when you do earn that corner kick, that's why Coach Blahnik wants it so much. So Hope is going to look to possess from Wimmer in the middle, build through Reese, who's going to try and find Matt Davidson on the wing. But again, Olivet got so many players back.
Oh, nice touch there from Ethan Jansen out to Matt Davidson. Now he's going to put it across the box.
And it just goes out of bounds.
Just goes out of bounds, yeah.
Hope's movement still playing down.
Yeah.
Down. One of the things that's good about Hope's way of playing is their possession, but they'll get tired more quickly, Paul.
Absolutely.
Playing down a player and playing at this pace.
Yeah, we'll start to see a few more subs, I think, come in, which Hope is not known for playing a ton of subs throughout the game. Like Cole Pauley and Jake Lyon and Ethan Jansen, Ole Olsen sometimes, and even Matt Wimmer and even Matt Davidson a couple of times this year known for playing the entire 90 minutes. So Hope certainly is not going to be out-fitnessed by Olivet, or at least they're going to try to not be out-fitnessed by Olivet here.
Yeah, Dietz plays the ball down the sideline to Ethan Jansen. Hope still getting a lot of possession, plays the cross, and it's knocked out of bounds for a corner kick. Josh Weigel's been dangerous in the box, and that's off of Christian Mendoza, who's been all over the pitch tonight, saving a lot of time. And now Mario's off the pitch for those corners, and it looks like Matt Davidson is going to take this one. Cole Pauley, Jake Lyon will be on the back post, and Paul, we're going to try and see if they can steal one here.
That's right. Yeah, it's like you just said, these set pieces are going to be crucial to Hope trying to get a goal here, because they're certainly not going to ball sent in now. That goalkeeper, Nicholas Van Portfleet, I don't know how tall he is, but from up here he looks about like he's 6'3", 6'4". Big body in there, just reaching up and grabbing that ball straight out of the air.
Great
Jake Lyon now with the step through, looking to send it on.
Little scoop ball.
Yeah.
But the captain, they call it out of bounds on Hope, and one of Olivet's recent subs, Christian Legal, freshman from Charlotte, comes in. Interesting thing, Olivet has an extremely large roster.
Yes.
Paul. So we could see a lot of different players tonight, especially as they're down up a player at this point. If you're just tuning in with 12 minutes and 41 seconds left, Hope is down a player in this game. Playing Mario, one of our captains, has 2 yellow cards, and so 11v10 in a 0-0 game.
Hope now, Colton Baker with the ball out on the far side, looking to move it to Matt Davidson, who's in kind of a new role on that outside, on that far left side edge, as he's usually on the right hand side and playing a little more central. So again, that strategic shift of that personnel around in the formation here. And Hope now, Michael Dietz running back to kind of get back into more of a defensive set here for the Dutchman. Hope likes to play 3 in the back as Cole Pauley heads that out. They have their 3 main in the back, and then their outside wingers fill in the gaps. And like you said here, there's definitely a formation change happening because of being a man down for the rest of the match here.
Yeah, Kyle Buchan, number 7 for Olivet, will have a little more time and space. One of Olivet's better players will look to build through the middle and try and create opportunities. As Olivet sees that ball kind of roll harmlessly out of bounds, it seems like Olivet will have a little more space to build some possession. A terrible turnover. Weigel with the hit. As the goalie, Van Portfleet, one of the few mistakes that's been made at this point. A big touch in the back. Weigel looks to get him off his line and just hits it slightly over the top bar.
Substitution.
Isaiah Darnell checking into the game now, a freshman out of Lansing, Michigan, playing out from Holt High School. Holt, one of my rivals when I was playing growing up in Jackson, Michigan. We played a lot in the Capital Area Conference, that's what it was called back then, playing a lot of the Lansing schools, including Holt. Always a lot of fun, and yeah, that's going to be a foul there. As Matt Wimmer draws that foul, as we've often talked about Wimmer being able to draw those fouls really, really well.
Davidson gets dispossessed, but wins it back. But Isaiah Darnell creating some big energy right off the bat. Colton with a dangerous pass to Cole Pauley, and he's under pressure. Looks to find Daniel Hesselbein. One of the reasons Daniel is such a good keeper is his foot skills.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, the guys rave about that, but Olivet's pressure created that turnover.
Yeah.
A little shaky in the back right there, Paul Willard.
Yeah, an odd and a rare kind of a mishit from Jake Lyon, and even kind of an odd passing sequence between Colton Baker and Cole Pauley there that set that up for Olivet to be able to put some pressure on them. Jake Lyon usually very Mr. Old Reliable back there with the clearances, but that one just kind of careening out of bounds. Olivet now with the ball on the far side of the pitch, looking to cross it in maybe, or put it back towards the top of the 18 here, and Hesselbein's going to sniff that right out. But what a great cross through the middle there for Olivet. I can't see who that is on the far side because their jersey number blends in with the front of their jersey with those horizontal white stripes.
I've been waiting all game to watch the Olivet players turn around. It looks like that's number 8, Zachary Steffen, playing on that right wing, who played that ball across. Looks like Hope is looking to get a sub in the game. Reese Brown's brother Griffin, who's been here, a senior here at Hope, coming off an injury.
Yeah. I was going to say it's the first time we've seen Griffin all season. So
yeah, he played a bit in the Elmhurst game. Oh, nice little play. Cole Pauley makes the run from the center back.
Ethan Jansen with a beautiful turn there.
So Hope actually has some numbers up top. Olivet, there's a foul by number 28, Jaden Cantu. Ethan wins that with just great individual play.
Yeah.
And we'll look to see who gets on this ball. It's Matt Davidson again on the ball. Might be a little too far out, Paul.
I was going to say, from this distance though, you hit enough. You hit it just right. You can get a little dipper.
Yeah.
But up against this keeper who, like I said, from up here seems like he's 6'3", 6'4",
yeah.
You're likely not putting it in the upper part of the net there. And Davidson just sailing that ball right over both nets and hitting the back of the net on the practice field as it'll be a goal kick now for the Olivet Comets. But
looks like we got 4 subs coming in the game.
Yeah.
Coach Blahnik is bringing out Wimmer, Jansen, and Weigel in the midfield, and putting in Micah, the freshman, Thomas DeVries, and Griffin Brown. Again, that was fresh legs and a man down. It's going to be incredibly important.
Yeah, definitely. And Hope, looking for these last 7 minutes here to get some fresh legs on the field and hopefully move the ball back into the end of the field that they would love to play in, which is Olivet's defensive half and defensive third there. Colton Baker with just the big boot that lands in the trees and just kind of falls down on the other side of the fence there. Olivet now with the throw in on the far side of the pitch.
Yeah, and it looks like also number 17, Josiah Martinez, playing up top.
Yeah.
Olivet's trying to find some answers to the many questions they have to create some more shots on goal. At this point, it's 0 shots on goal. You would think the one that hit the underside of the crossbar, but actually a crossbar is not a shot on goal. But they've hit the crossbar so far on a beautiful free kick, but no shots on goal at this point.
Oh. Reese Brown looking to... Oh, wow.
Even the assistant coach for Olivet looks over and says, I don't think that...
Yeah, that's exactly right. The Flying Dutchman faithful here, and even us up here in the booth, let out an audible groan because from this vantage point, we did not think that was a foul on Reese Brown for sure.
Wow, a
beautiful ball in. Cole Pauley's going to win that with his head every single time, though.
Back into the mix, and Jake Lyon wins it. Oh, Christian Mendoza looks to put it back in. Cole Pauley with a dangerous tackle. Ball's knocked around and finally finds its way out to Matt Davidson. Christian Mendoza with a trap. DeVries dispossesses him.
Yeah.
That is a yellow card. That's what they call
a dangerous play.
Dangerous play and a professional foul.
A professional foul, yes, indeed.
Right. You stop the counterattack. Better to stop that at that point. But
well, and any time a player is on the ground and kicks their legs up in the air as they're going to ground, that's going to be a yellow card for sure. So technically the third yellow card of the game, since Mario had 2.
That's right.
Which is still less than the Cornerstone game that we had, which I believe had 5 yellow cards.
So it looks like Mendoza is walking off with our center. I think it's just a yellow at this point, but I'm not sure if there's blood on the face. And our wonderful trainer, Ashley, it looks like there's something. Yep, it's blood from his eyebrow. He's going to need to either leave the game in order to be dealt with. But that's what's going on. With 5:04 left in the game, Mendoza will come out. I don't know. Oh, yes, they are bringing in a sub. The ref will wait. Number 37, Ian Brown, another freshman from Grand Rapids, Michigan, will come in. And that's a big deal because Mendoza has been an unbelievable center back for Olivet.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mendoza, along with Tyler Gerbasi, they've really snuffed out a lot of Hope's attacks back there. Hesselbein now with the big boot, looking to put it right in the center. Oh, that ball, nobody knew where it was for a minute. Olivet's goalkeeper kind of going down to his knees here. Looks like he took a shot right to the gut as Jake Lyon was jumping up for that ball at the same time that Van Portfleet was. But he's up on his feet again, looking to get this ball down the pitch for Olivet here right now.
Incredibly dangerous ball from Hesselbein.
Yeah.
He's going to say, I want to pull that a little further away from the keeper. But, Jake Lyon goes up to try and win it and just gets too much of the keeper on that play.
Yeah, but a really nice pass from Hesselbein as this ball sails right to the middle of the field now. Olivet looking to possess it.
Dangerous play down the middle and great clear from Dietz at this point.
Tom DeVries with a nice header on. Michael Weiland trying to go up for it and just loses that header battle right there. DeVries now with the ball in the middle of the field looking to move it around. Yeah, that'll be another foul there too.
Oh, and the ref is stopping the clock again with 3:54 left.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to have I thought maybe he was going to pull out another card here, but
oh, and looks like we got to restart the clock. I thought he was going to give a yellow card, but
yeah,
Dietz is attacking the defense. A nice little rollover. Jake Lyon, Hope, even though down a player, is still possessing the ball, moving it around.
Yes, they are.
Trying to find feet and find the gaps. It's going to be a little tougher as Olivet sits in that low block. But Davidson, they're dribbling at 1 to 2, 3 defenders at this point.
Yeah.
As Olivet's whole team is in the back third of the field.
Oh, a little misread there by Michael Dietz. Just didn't see that ball. Didn't think that ball was going to head the way that it did. But Hope still, like you said, doing a fantastic job of putting the pressure on Olivet's defense here, as Olivet has almost, kind of in that last possession, to use a phrase from Ted Lasso, parked the bus a little bit, and they just sat their defense there waiting for Hope to just make some sort of possessive movement and do something with the ball. And unfortunately for the Dutchmen, it didn't work out. But fortunately for Olivet, they skate away from that possession of Hope by still maintaining a 0-0 game.
Yeah, a really physical game at this point. Olivet is really trying to find their center forwards and then build off of them. Oh, so it goes out of bounds to Olivet. Throw in here by Christian Legal, who's going to find Cole Miller up top.
Michael Dietz with the win there. Tom DeVries now with the nice chest down and clearance. Michael Weiland playing quick Michael Weiland's got some pretty fast feet out there. One of the new freshmen for Hope here has seen quite a few minutes of in-game action, and hopefully is a name that we'll be able to call for a number of years here. Oh, dangerous play there by Colton Baker, just over the outstretched foot of the Olivet forward. Ball now on the far side of the pitch with Matt Davidson, who's looking to take two defenders on, looking to go.
Great turn.
Great turn by Reese Brown as he fights through the contact. And the referee says, no, not happening.
Oh.
And then he calls a handball on Reese Brown for falling to the ground and hitting the ball with his hand.
Reese Brown is arguing with.
That's about the third or fourth call that Reese Brown has been involved in, where he's where he felt the call has been skeptical, and certainly the Hope faithful here felt that call was a little bit sketchy as well. Kind of a mishit there from Port Van Vliet. Or Van Portvliet, excuse me. There's three, so many last names. Ball sent now to the far side here for Michael Dietz, looking to pass it to DeVries, but nothing doing, unfortunately.
Number 12, Aiden Reynolds, tries to build out of the back, and he's dispossessed by Griffin Brown. Griffin, a phenomenal player coming off an injury, trying to work his way back into the game. It's been interesting. Hope's played this last 20 minutes down a player, but yet has still maintained possession. They're just hard to break through that defense.
Yeah, it is.
And they've definitely come in with a game plan. You wonder if playing up a man as the game in the late stages, whether they're going to try to change their game plan in the second half. But as the half winds down, Paul Willard, 12 seconds, 11. We're going to look to see two teams with a lot of strategy and tactics coming into the second half, trying to figure out how to play this game. It's going to be a good second half.
Yeah, it for sure is. And if you're just joining us or tuned in a little bit late, it's a 0-0 game right now. Hope playing a man down. 2 yellow cards on Mario Hrvacevic early on in the first part of the first half here, which leads Hope to playing with 10 men for the rest of the game and leads Mario to be out for the next one. So
yep, and we'll go to halftime and see you in about 15 minutes. And we can't wait to be back. It'll be a good one.
The Custer Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of Hope Athletics.
Yeah, my name is Travis Williams. I'm the CEO of the ODC Network. I graduated from Hope in 1998. I studied biology, and then I also played football. In order to be successful, people really need more than just the academic experience, but they need people to come alongside them and help them, coach them, mentor them. I find that Hope College has just been one of the best examples of being able to do that anywhere.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
My name is Meg Morehouse. I'm a senior this year, and I'm studying physical education and health. I am on the women's basketball team. We won the national championship when I was a junior. It was unbelievable. The education department at Hope allowed me to realize my passion about teaching. Anytime I get to go into a classroom and work with students, I just get really excited. My goal when I graduate would be to be a middle school physical education and health teacher. Hope does an amazing job of preparing their students for what is to come in the future.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
Don't get me started, I'm pleading. If this is a race, can't none of y'all beat me. Boy, I'm so good, it feel like I'm cheating. A well of the storm, I feel like it's season. This type of drive could push Lamborghinis. So get you some sign to have your own sneaker. I'm in the band, I'm pushing the meter. A legend like John for everyday people. I got the heart of a champion. I got the blood of a winner. I don't know how to be stagnant. I got way too much ambition. I keep on beating statistics. How would I be denied? My only option is winning. I'm crossing the finish line. I put myself in a place where nothing can top me. I feel like I'm space. It's bigger than profit, but still I get paid. My thinking colossal, not minimum wage. Talk to the lost like I know the way. Stay on my job like who need a break? It wasn't possible, I heard them say, but I'm like MacGyver to all my mistakes. Running back home, now look at the bases. Been winning so long, I feel like a native. I got what you want, but you cannot take it. I do what you don't, cause I'm more creative. I put me on, no help for your favors. I'm breaking the mold to show you the flavors. I got control, you can't enable. I'm using my pros to make me the greatest. I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Yeah, I'm number one. 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 Yeah, I'm number one. I'm number one.
Every day, the people of Hope College are
leading,
Discovering,
believing,
dreaming,
pursuing,
serving,
innovating,
exploring,
creating,
collaborating,
questioning,
curing.
We are finding new ways to do old things.
We are challenging the status quo
and building a legacy.
We are pursuing truth.
We are solving tomorrow's problems today.
We are thinking globally.
We are faithfully hoping.
We are celebrating victories.
This day and every day.
We are strengthened by our faith.
Bound by a
And what we're imagining now, as we look out to the future, is not just a tweak to the old system. We're imagining an entirely new system. In a Hope Forward model, every student who comes through the doors of Hope College would have their tuition 100% covered.
My name's Emma Duttmers, and I'm a communications major, and then I'm minoring in environmental studies. I play soccer. The first soccer game of my junior year, I tore my ACL. Our athletic trainer, Annie, was there for me right when it happened, and she was there for me literally every step of the way. That was definitely a huge growing opportunity for me, and it was really hard, but it really pushed me to be a leader with more of my voice because I couldn't lead by example on the field. It definitely made me take a step back and realize how much there's to be grateful for.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to share hope stories of transformational impact.
The Custer Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of Hope Athletics.
All right, welcome back to Van Andel Soccer Stadium as we look at the sun setting now behind the picturesque DeVos Fieldhouse. What a great shot, Matt Margarone. And now we're on the other side of the camera here looking at the pitch. Hope and Olivet playing to a 0-0 first half tie. We'd be remiss, Matt Margarone, though, if we did not send a big thank you to our anchor sponsor partners. Huge thank you. It's not possible to do what we do with Hope Athletics and bring you the live streams that we do and the game day programs and all these other things without their support. So we'd love to give a hearty thank you to LVZ Financial Planning, Lighthouse Title Group, the Holland Board of Public Works, and Mimic Insurance. So grateful for their support of Hope Athletics, both now and over the previous years as well.
One of the things that's so great about Hope Athletics is the community involvement here in Holland, Michigan, and we're incredibly grateful for the community support from all the sponsors and businesses. If you'd like to get involved in any way, the Orange and Blue Fund supports Hope Athletics' mission to provide academic success, competitive excellence, and transformational experience for our student athletes. So you can make a gift to Orange and Blue Fund. You can find that on our website. Starting off on the front foot, Hope drives straight at the Olivet defense. Again, if you're just joining us for this second half in a 0-0 tie, Hope has this year had a tougher time scoring on the season outside of the Cornerstone game. But this game's a little different because Hope is playing down a man due to 2 yellow cards for their captain, Mario. And so Hope will play 10v11 in this half and still look to possess the ball like they did in the first half. Hope in the first half had 62% of the possession to Olivet's 38. Hope also 8 total shots although just 2 on target, and Olivet just had 1, but that hit the lower end of the crossbar.
Sure.
It was a shaky moment there in the first half, Paul.
Well, and like you talked about, that technically the ball hitting the crossbar is technically not a shot on goal, which is just wild to me. There's a Twitter account out there called Today Years Old, and I feel like I was today years old when I discovered that a shot up on the crossbar is not considered a shot on goal.
So
unbelievably enough.
Well, usually at this time of the game, Paul, if you're a student, if you're a parent, you're checking in, sometimes you're hearing from our good friend Paulo Alcala, who comes and joins us, a manager of the team, alumni, just recently retired, but still a student.
Social media and video expert, Paulo Alcala.
He's incredible, but Paulo was a little fired up at halftime. He saw something different on the field on that second yellow than we did, and said we didn't feel like it was okay to get him on the mic at this point, but
Paulo's ponderings can come when we call you Chicago on Friday.
That's
I think
right.
Maybe that's what we're looking for. Boston, and now a little mishandling there by Van Portvliet. The Olivet coaching staff just screaming at their goalkeeper to get it down the field as they had a one-on-one matchup there for number 10. That's Noah Runnels up against Colton Baker. And Van Portvliet just didn't clear it in time, and Hope able to really recover and get away from a very dangerous Olivet counterattack here. Cole Pauley just sniffing that out. Ethan Jansen now with the ball on the near side of the pitch here. Hope playing now, as you're looking at your screen, Hope playing right to left in the orange and white jerseys, and Olivet playing left to right in the red and white jerseys here. I'm not that we need to talk about fashion sense here on a soccer game, but I'm really digging the red on red that Olivet's got going on with their jerseys and their shorts.
Yes, the only tough part, as we talked about in the first half, was we're having a tough time seeing the numbers for Olivet. So if we hesitate to call your player's name, maybe this is your best friend or one of your players, it'll take a moment as we have to wait till they turn their backs to us. But some of the players that have stuck out for Olivet, Braden Abbott is a forward who's been looking to hold up the ball. Again, number 7, Kyle Buchan, has really driven through the midfield. A great player from Caledonia, playing in that center mid, trying to create the offense. As Olivet looks to possess a little bit more, not just play straight direct, because they're up a man in this half, and that's going to be one of the things we're watching for. And a good sign for Olivet. Gets to the center, Kyle Buchan. Great play by Cole Pauley. And a foul is called as he goes low and just misses the tackle and got his foot caught in the cookie jar.
A little bit,
That makes sense. Yeah.
It does. It does, especially when you give Olivet the opportunity to take a free kick from about 20 yards out here.
Yeah. Good sign. Carter Scheel, injured player from the first half, is back on the field. Apollo will be interested by that as well.
I'm sure he's noticing. Layoff now to Carter Shield, actually. Cole Pauley now with the clearance, but a nice little touch layoff there.
Bush.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, that free kick play there that Olivet just had was a beautiful, little setup where they put a two-person wall in front of the ball, and then the person taking the free kick puts it to one of them, and they push it to either side, and then Hope has to react. But fortunately for the Dutchmen, they were able to do so.
Great defensive play by Zachary Steffen, chasing that long ball down by Cole Pauley. Hope again is looking for solutions to the problems of Olivet's defense. Big switch by Matt Wormer to Ole Olsen. Had a great first 20 minutes of the half. Is dispossessed though by Carter Shield, who drives up the field. And Olivet has 3-on-5, and Ole wins the ball back all the way across the field.
Oh, nice tackle by number 7 there for that's Kyle Buchan for the Olivet Comets. Just a really smart play on that ball. Really great tackle on the near side here.
Great 1v1 defending from Jake Lyon, but Olivet's creating a little bit more in this second half. Now they've got Hope down in the low block.
Yeah.
Trying to defend and kind of contain this pressure. Big
Olivet Olivet not looking to really let off the gas pedal here now that they're in Hope's defensive half. Colton Baker now with the ball on the near side here, plays it back to Hesselbein, who's looking to get a big clear on this. Plays a dangerous ball directly on the ground towards the center, and fortunately for the Dutchman, Josh Weigel there to clean up the mess a little bit. Dan Hesselbein with a rare mishit there as that ball just kind of skated across the top of the turf, which you really don't want to see when you're that deep in your own end.
Yeah, luckily Josh Weigel was there. Hope is looking a little rattled right now. That was a dangerous tackle as well. Is that Christian Mendoza?
Yep.
And
that's a yellow card.
Second yellow as well.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That is hard to understand when you're playing up a man.
Why you would go in for that harsh of a foul, because even from this vantage point here where we're clearly dozens and dozens of yards away, he went in hard, took Matt Wimmer straight out at the shin, it looked like, and Hope now playing in thanks to that red card, Hope playing now at an even Stevens, 10v10, right? I was trying to think of the word, even Stevens. That's what I wanted to go with.
That's right. Wow. What
a turn of events. Not even 10 minutes into the second half here, and we've already got our second red card of the night. Ball now at the top of the 18. Ethan Jansen with a shot.
Beautiful.
And a goal from Ethan Jansen right near the top of the 18, just as Olivet is down a man. Hope College taking full advantage of being even with Olivet in a 10v10 situation.
Wow, the composure from Ethan Jansen, Josh Weigel, and I'm not sure who else was in on that play, but it was a beautiful finish. Little combination play through the middle, complete composure. It's a pass back from, the ball goes in to Weigel, who passes back to Ethan Jansen, and Jansen finishes that ball. That was a beautiful play.
Yeah.
Really composed finish. Number of shots in the first half by Hope went over the top of the net and almost just slotted it home into the back corner.
Yeah, looking at the replay here, I think that might have been Jake Lyon, Lyon who assisted on that, as he received the ball from Weigel and then did a cheeky little outside of the foot touch directly to the top of the 18 for Ethan Jansen. And Ethan just burying it in the back of the net. As we mentioned, Hope having the Hope having not a ton of shots on goal, but putting the ball towards the frame quite a bit in the first half. A lot of the ball sailing over the top of the net. Olivet now in a dangerous position here for Hope as Kyle Buchan puts it well wide of the net, and Hesselbein happy to let that sail out of bounds over the end line there. But you look at what Hope did in that first half with their shots on goal, putting the ball towards the frame. A lot of their really good work happened because they were doing 1-2 touches and through balls and then passing it back to each other, working on that outside edge, working it into the middle, working it out of the middle, and then playing it to feet so that they could finish. And it paid dividends for them here. Nice touch there. A nice defensive play from Olivet. Ben Bush with just the daftest of touches. Ethan Jansen now with the ball at the top of the 18. Ben Bush charging in.
Wow. And the action is end to end at this point.
Wow, what a touch from Ben Bush, though, on that.
Oh, my gosh. The game has opened up. You have to remember, Paul, if you're just joining us, Hope with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah.
36 minutes left. We are playing 10v10 at this point.
That's right.
So we have 2 players with 2 yellow cards, one for Hope and one for Olivet. Olivet came into the half with the man advantage.
Yep.
7 minutes in.
Yeah, didn't last very long.
Christian Mendoza, as we mentioned in the first half, getting his first yellow.
Yeah.
And then he got his second one from a center back on a dangerous slide. The ref evens out the game, and within a minute and a half, Hope finishes. And so Hope, the game has flipped multiple times at this point, Paul, and Olivet is going to be really frustrated with that second yellow, as they were definitely on the front foot in the first 5 minutes of the half.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and it looked like Olivet was really getting their shape offensively here as Ethan Jansen plays the ball out to Matt Davidson here on the near touch. Davidson looking to take control of that ball, push it through the middle now, and Ben Bush with the left-footed strike that just sails too far over the bar. Ben Bush with just the daftest of touches earlier put it on that back. What do you even call that, right? He kind of put his right foot behind him a little bit, touching it to the outside of the keeper, and then just an absolute goal-saving save from that Olivet defender on Ben Bush's shot there, which was unreal and a well-defended ball. Now Ben Bush takes that left-footed shot and puts it straight over the top of the net.
Really a game-saving play at that point.
Oh, yeah.
And that last shot from Ben Bush, I smile a little bit because he's got a lot of confidence right now.
Yes.
A cheeky little play, creating some opportunity. But Olivet looks to build up the side. Kyle Buchan plays the through ball to Zachary Steffen, who's taken on Colton Baker, stands him up straight. Double team comes in from Davidson, and Hope's going to give away the corner kick. Olivet will be happy with that.
First corner kick for the game for Olivet, I believe, if I'm not mistaken here. Yes, it is. Hope had 4, just for reference, Hope had 4 corners in that first half to Olivet's 0. And Olivet with their first chance here to put the ball into the mixer to see what they can do. Looking to send probably a little long in-swinger here. Cole Pauly's going to win that ball out of the air with his head. Davidson now possessing on the near side here. Going to go out of bounds off of his foot.
Quick throw in to number 10. Baker will let that ball run
beautiful shield. Beautiful shield by Colton Baker as that ball, as he was able to kind of see that ball right out of bounds and shield the Olivet defender off of it a little bit.
Yeah, but
dangerous ball there now to Wimmer. That's like the second or third dangerous ball that they've played, and credit to Olivet for really stepping into those challenges and going full force. Yep, another foul there.
Awkward little tackle there.
Yeah, kind of a weird collision. Wimmer had possession as he was trying to come down the pitch, and the Olivet player, I can't see who it is who's down on the field right now. The Olivet player just kind of bounced right into him, and they both went to the ground at the same time. Of course, any listeners of ours and viewers of Hope College Soccer are no strangers to knowing that Matt Wimmer is excellent at drawing some fouls. So
he sure
no surprise surprised there to see that he's the one, and he's actually the one who drew the foul to get that second yellow card on Olivet here. So early on in that, in the first half here. I mean, 7 minutes into the game, and we were already at a 10v10. So everybody playing kind of even right now as our trainer, Ashley, takes, that's number 4, Michael Elzerman, off the pitch. And subbing in for the Comets right now is number 18, Ezia Darnell here as well. And looks like
Caden Chenlow will also come in for Colton Baker. If you're just joining us, 10v10 game, 1-0 a lead for Hope with 32 minutes and 43 seconds left in the game. It's been a back and forth game with a lot of drama. We have 2 MIAA teams, the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association conference teams, but this isn't a conference match. This is a preseason game, so this won't go towards the standing. And Olivet, at this point, will probably be happy about that. But Kyle Buchan is creating a lot of havoc in the middle there, Paul.
Yes, he is.
As he receives the ball and drives with pace down the field. He's a dangerous and good player for Olivet. Great touch from
Ethan Jansen with the beautiful touch. Ben Bush now out to Matt Davidson, who... little miscommunication there, but Hope fortunately able to keep possession here as the ball swings around to the far side now as Cole Pauley passes it to Jake Lyon out on the far touch. Lyon working it back now in the middle to Weigel, who, again, like we've said before on other broadcasts, is just all over the field. Seemingly boundless energy here. Jake Lyon now driving into the 18, looking to do something with it, but Olivet snuffed that out pretty quickly, able to do a great job as their defensive backs have done kind of all game. Cole Pauley now taking a run onto the ball. Little touch there, just a little miss hit there. Ben Bush, and a handball. Yep. Ben Bush knew it too, and he kept trying to run after the ball, and the call came in a little bit late as Hope was looking to move quickly.
Oh, early kick Ethan took, tried to catch Olivet off guard. And
you know, I don't know. Maybe Ethan or some of the other guys saw something down on the field that we didn't up here, but it certainly looked like dangerous kind of play there. Caden Chenlow heading it back to Hesselbein, who picks it up and puts it out to Wimmer. You know, that quick kick there. Sometimes you catch the keeper off the line. Sometimes you catch the defense sleeping. Not the case there.
The ball to Ethan. Oh,
wow.
Incredible ball, an incredible run from Ethan Jansen, who almost gets his head on it. That same kind of combination down that right side. Weigel has been so dangerous. Ethan Jansen going for his second goal of the game, wasn't able to connect. And Jake Lyon snuffs that out in the back.
Wow, what a beautiful ball from Weigel to go across there. Ethan Jansen just barely missing on that header across there from Weigel. Ball out to Ole Olsen now, who does a smart little turn back to the center of the field. Weigel now with the ball, looking to move it. Jansen smartly plays it back to Wimmer, who puts it on for Weigel to run onto. Weigel just kind of waiting for that ball to drop in, looking to do something, but then again, Tyler Gerbasi just all over the field tonight as their center back, just playing a remarkable game there. I see he's wearing the captain's armband as well. So what a great game from Tyler Gerbasi, who has really done a fantastic job not only of shadowing Ethan Jansen all game, but really snuffing out the Hope College attacks as they've been coming down the field. Anytime that ball gets in the 18, Gerbasi's just all over it.
Oh, great little hit. On it again from Kyle Buchan's pressure. Looks like he's coming up with a little bit of limp right now. And then we have another Olivet player down holding his knee. Uncomfortable. I'm not sure if that's number 8, Zachary Steffen, on the field. Again, hard to see with the stripes from Olivet's. They don't think about us when they design those jerseys, though, Paul. No,
they don't. You know, and as they're coming closer to the near side here, we can obviously see who's who. But we call that in the design world, we call that a lack of foreground and background separation. or a lack of contrast, as it were.
Tom DeVries comes in for Ben Bush. Stefan Zachary for Olivet will come off. I'm not sure who has joined Olivet. It looks like number 15, Kel Dickinson, has come in the game at this point to fill in for that role.
Keel? Yes. Looking at our pronunciation here. Keel.
Oh, Keel.
Yep. Says rhymes with meal.
Okay.
So there we go.
So Keel comes into, Dickinson comes into the game. Paul, you can't say enough about the midfield for Hope. Matt Wimmer, Ethan Jansen, and Josh Weigel in the second half. They have just been phenomenal. Once the game opened up 10v10, driving with pace in that extra open space, not just possessing side to side, but obviously going right at the defense. These little combination plays. It's obvious Coach Blahnik has said, hey, we're going to run fast, we're going to run hard, we're going to get subs in for you, and just play with a high pace because it's putting all of it on the defensive.
Yeah, and a number of subs here coming in for the Flying Dutchman. Josh Reyes, and Michael Dietz, it looks like, and I can't see who else came in.
Weigel with the turn and a shot.
Oh my gosh! Oh, Ethan Jansen. Oh, it's as we have said so many times on this broadcast, when his head hits the pillow tonight, Ethan Jansen's going to be thinking about that one. Just wide open goal mouth, and unfortunately just a little too much of a touch on that, puts it straight over the bar, and it sails out of bounds for an Olivet goal kick here. But my goodness, what an absolute shot there that hit that far post. I thought that was in for sure, as a lot of the Dutchman faithful did here in this stadium as well.
That's the most excited I've been. Weigel got the ball, brought it down. And again, this game has opened up. Reyes with some speed. And the ball's played off of Reyes.
Yeah, but a beautiful hustle play there from Reyes to get down the field and make something of it. As now he's possessing the ball, looking to put it back here in the center to Matt Davidson, who hits it long now to the far side, out to Michael Dietz, looking to do something with it down the line to Josh Weigel, who cuts it, makes a smart little play. Now back to the outside, Weigel looking to put it on net, and a slide in from Olivet defenders, and just a beautifully played slide tackle there from Olivet's defense.
Weigel is consistently putting pressure on those defensive backs, and it seems like Jaden Cantu or Gerbasi are just at the last minute coming in and making that game-saving tackle to keep Olivet in this 1-0 game. But again, Weigel finds DeVries, lays it off to Ethan Jansen, who's going to swing it wide to Reyes. He's going to attack Dickinson in the one-on-one, drive at, and
a little mishit there on that pass as Reyes was looking back to play it into the center to Ethan Jansen after some nice footwork from Reyes to create some separation. But Olivet's defense, as they've done all game, Matt, just snuffing that out and doing a fantastic job. Oh, Caden Chenlow there with the nice ball that somehow went through both of their legs.
Yes.
There was a little bit of contact there, but Caden Chenlow stepping in and playing excellent defense for the Dutchman here in place of Colton Baker, who's now looking on the sideline here, looking as though he's ready to check in again.
Gerbasi with the ball at the center back. Captain finds Aiden Reynolds in the middle. Who's going to look to swing it wide. Dickinson opens up and will receive the ball. Olivet, nice little spell of possession here.
Yeah.
Trying to build up the field, find their midfielders, and they do. Kyle comes through. Dickinson, they're further up the pitch. It's going to be an offside call.
Yeah.
Caden Chenlow with the nice little step right at the right moment. He's played well. A freshman come in and got some good minutes early on this season. Gives a little bit of a four-man rotation right now for that back three. Great ball up ahead.
Oh, wow. Beautiful touch by Weigel, too. A nice send out there now on the far side to Michael Dietz, who puts it across in the middle to Tom DeVries, who, yes, Tom DeVries being pulled to the ground as he was looking to field that ball.
Yep.
And the referee says, yeah, that's a penalty kick every single time. This is the second game in a row where DeVries has been able to draw a penalty kick in the box there, as he drew one during the Cornerstone game, and then Mario Hrvacevic is the one who finished that penalty kick off. But, every single time the ref's going to call that as a penalty kick, especially when it happens in the box like that. DeVries had that ball, was turning to turn with it, and then just was taken out. DeVries now just kind of waiting for that ball, waiting for the kick. Puts it in to the far left post there. Van Portvliet just kind of guessing wrong.
Look at the celly. They got a nice little celebration. Paulo, our cameraman, is behind the goal, and they do a little, what do you think, I sold them all? Flex? I don't know.
Maybe.
To Paulo. But DeVries earned that free kick.
Oh, absolutely.
And Ethan Jansen says, hey, I kind of want this for the brace, the second goal, but here you go, you earned it. And DeVries puts it away for the 2-0 lead. Where did we get here?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's 0-0 at half.
Yep.
Hope is down a man. We're heading into the second half.
Yep.
All of a sudden, 20 minutes into the half, and we're 2-0 lead in an even-up game. 10 men per team.
Yep.
Hope has changed out nearly their whole front line. Reese Brown into the game, Griffin Brown into the game, Dietz, Reyes, DeVries, and it's Hope's running at Olivet, and let's see if the goals continue to pile on at this point with just the openings on the field with 10 men.
Yeah, if you would have asked me at halftime what I thought the story of this second half was going to be, I don't think in a million years I would have ever come up with this scenario where 7 minutes in, we go to even Stevens and 10 men versus 10 men on the pitch, and then a few, maybe 10 minutes later, we get another minutes after that, we get a penalty kick, which I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Cornerstone game that we called had 2 penalty kick goals in it as well, in addition to a number of yellow cards, of course.
Reyes wins the ball.
Oh, nice.
Plays it up, but that's Kyle Buchan, who's been all over the field, wins it back. Dickinson will look to throw in the ball. Kyle with a great little touch, and Olivet will look to get it out of their own end, but the game has opened up a ton in the midfield, and yet Olivet has struggled to create consistent pressure on the goal.
Yeah, you're right.
And Hope has kind of been winning the ball back in the midfield every time Olivet tries to build for too long. They've had a couple good plays through the midfield where they found people. They're playing a little less direct this half. Gerbasi looks to bring it up. Find Dickinson on the wing, but Hope's defense just continuously just kind of winning the ball. Cole Pauley with an amazing
just a beautiful turn.
Play.
Yeah. Wimmer now with the ball in the center of the pitch, looking for something, plays it up to Tom DeVries, who just patiently plays it back to Reese Brown here. Back to Wimmer now in the center of the Wimmer with a, nice. I didn't think that Reyes was going to keep possession of that, but Hope stays on the ball here with Wimmer in the center. A little bit of a mishit. But now Reese with the shot on goal. Wow. What a pretty looking shot from Reese Brown from about 35 yards out. You could hear the Hope bench down here telling Reese to shoot it because he had the angle, he had the opportunity, and unfortunately it just sailed a little high for them. But again, though, we talk about Olivet being down 2-0, but certainly the play of Van Portvliet back there as their goalkeeper, as a true freshman out of Fort Myers, has done a fantastic job in making sure that he tries to defend the goal as much as possible. Yeah. Olivet now. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, as he plays the ball up the field and Hope just dispossesses. The game has opened up with 10v10, Paul, in the second half. There is so much more space in the center of the field. And Hope has really taken advantage. You got to love Reese Brown taking that hit from about 25 out.
Yeah.
Testing, even though the goalkeeper for Olivet, Van Poortvliet, has been so good tonight. You got to love that he's testing him from the outside as a Hope fan.
Reese Brown now working the brotherly connection there to his brother Griffin. Griffin now moving the ball back to Caden Chenlow here, who's just content to work it back to the middle to Cole Pauley now. Cole Pauley looking for something here, but just Hope doing a great job of just possessing the ball in Olivet's half here. And Olivet just not able to put any pressure on as DeVries tries to put it back to the center. Wimmer now with the touch on the ball gets outrun by the Olivet defender.
Oh, no. Looks like Wimmer's going to get a yellow for stepping on the Olivet player and a little
extracurricular, they call that. It looked like Wimmer was trying to maybe step over him as he went to the ground, but the referee from his vantage point definitely did not see it that way, and a yellow card goes to Matt Wimmer here. A good, for as many times as we said in the first half that there's not a lot of yellow cards, not a lot of fouls as there was in the Cornerstone game, that surely has picked up over the past 35 or 40 minutes or so here.
Yeah, Olivet will go deep into its bench. We have Connor Blood, number 32, a midfielder, freshman from Brighton, Michigan. And number 28, Jaden Cantu, will come back in the game. But Olivet got a deep roster, as we talked about. Recruits from many of the same area in Michigan. The center ref is going to come to the coach. The coach is going to ask, hey, why isn't that a red when it's a step on the ground at that point, and ref's going to say, hey, it was just a yellow. We're going to get back to the play. No more reds tonight. We don't want to play 10v9
or 9v9. Yeah, we don't. That speaking of opening up the pitch, you put 18 men on the field as opposed to 22. That's definitely going to be a noticeable difference in terms of space for sure.
Hope looks to kind of possess the ball, slow down a little bit. Wimmer to Pauley, back to Wimmer. I think there's a Simpsons episode about this, talking about football, where they just pass back and forth between in the back. But Hope, what they're trying to do is draw Olivet's forwards up so then they can get in behind at this point. They're content to kind of have possession with a 2-0 lead, come out of this game with a win. They're going to try and pull Olivet out so that they can get back in behind for more goals. But they want Olivet to chase at this point of the game.
Well, and they want to bring those Olivet forwards up, like you were saying. DeVries now on the ball with some beautiful touches there. DeVries wondering what that was all about, but he definitely ran right into the back of the Olivet defender there. Looked like the Olivet defender may have parked himself a little strategically to run it to make sure that DeVries ran into him. But hey, that's some cheeky gamesmanship there.
Yeah, Dickinson has had a great game, but a nice little through ball. Griffin Brown, Dietz will look to run onto it, and that ball will be played out of bounds for a Hope throw. And Coach Blahnik, even though it's a 2-0 lead, 18-23, says we're going to get Josh Weigel back in this game. He was so dangerous that first 20 minutes of the first half or second half here, and maybe he says I want to see that ball finally go in the back of the net for Weigel. It's gone over the top. It's hit the post. Get some confidence for him.
Yeah, you kind of wonder if Coach Blahnik on the sideline said, go get yourself a goal, young man, as he certainly has had a number of chances. Now shot on goal. Wow. Oh, a shot on goal from Griffin Brown. Griffin and Reese shooting from like no man's land tonight. Yeah. Both of them hitting shots from about 25 to 30 yards out with pace on the net. Brownie. And wow, what a shot. And Van Portvliet doing everything that he can to stretch his what we think is like a 6'2", 6'3", 6'4" frame to put a mid on that ball and put it over the net. And now Hope with a corner kick here down on the far side end there. Looking to put it in. Straight little outswinger. Nice header on.
Oh, Cole Pauley with a great hustle play.
Yeah.
Wins the header, tries to cream the ball right into the lower corner and isn't able to get enough on it. But
that was a unique hit on that corner kick too. It kind of came in and then swung to the middle of the 18. As usually a lot of balls tend to curve the other way.
So coach is going to be really happy with Tom DeVries' play over the last couple of games, winning some PKs, bringing great pressure up there. And Griffin Brownie looking for the top shelf with the left foot, and that was one of the best saves.
That looked good from here.
Man, one of the best saves I've seen in a while.
Yep. Credit. I mean, we've given a lot of credit to Van Portvliet tonight, but that ball's dropping right into the top of the net there. If Van Portvliet doesn't make that play, for sure, hit that with a tremendous amount of pace.
Yeah. Reyes finds Weigel, who drives up the center of the field, dribbling through 3 Olivet players, plays it wide. Nice little ball to the back stick for DeVries.
Oh, wow. What a great ball from Reyes there across the 18, seeing Tom DeVries on the far side post, and DeVries just not able to corral it in any way to bring it down or put it towards the net. Look like it's going to be an Olivet throw in here on the near side now. Number 15 for Olivet taking the throw here. That's Keel, as we've learned. Keel Dickinson taking that throw. Cole Pauley with the slide.
Cantu receives the ball, tries to play it through. Colton Baker up to Brownie, but Dickinson will slide in, and that'll be gobbled up by Daniel Hesselbein. You know, Cole Pauley has been all over the field. It's Cole Pauley, a first-team all-conference MIAA player last year. In his second year, he's a sophomore here at Hope, but this is his second season. He started at North Park and then transferred here to Hope. Last year was his first season at Hope, full season, and a first-team all-conference player at the center back. And so looked for him to be one of the leaders this year as the season goes on, and he has just started on a tear.
Yeah, Cole Pauley has done a tremendous job of making a lot of runs up the field as well, including a couple of possessions where he carried the ball probably farther than we thought he was going to. And then, of course, we talked in the first half about Cole Pauley's ability to really throw the ball from any sideline and put it straight into the 18. Josh Reyes now on the far side of the pitch here on this near touch, calling for the ball as he is left wide open. Oh, Tom DeVries with a run on now. Oh. Little touch and over the bar for DeVries. Wow. What a fast and furious play there. I wasn't sure if DeVries was offside, but he looked like he timed his run just perfectly and just not able to put just enough of a deft touch on it to put it in the back of the net. The ball sails over the bar here for a goal kick for Olivet.
Hope's creativity, they're going to be saying, like, let's play 10v10 all the time. Just you can see their offense has opened up. Their creativity has been a little different. And Cole Pauley again with the win on the big kick from Van Portvliet. King Shenlow plays it back to Hesselbein. Looks to swing to Reyes, up front to Abbott. New player on the field, Tyler Brooks, the sophomore from Ypsilanti, Michigan.
Not too far from my hometown of Jackson.
You know anyone from Ypsilanti, Paul Miller?
I know people who currently live there.
Oh, that's great.
But nobody from Ypsilanti from growing up or any family or friends or anything like that. Reyes now with the ball on the near side here, looking to bring it central. Sees Josh Weigel there kind of all alone. And as you said, Matt, really, if you're looking at this thinking, there seems to be a lot more space on this field than what I'm used to. Well, that's because we have a 10v10 situation going on here with 2 red cards being served for both for Hope and for Olivet here. As that clearance comes in now for Olivet, and Hope just content to kind of settle it back in as Cole Pauley moves the ball now to Josh Weigel, who puts it up to Reese Brown with a nice little touch, but Olivet sniffing it out. But again, though, Cole Pauley with the nice read too. Olivet is still kind of looking to play those long balls over the top and hasn't done a whole lot of work to build that ball back through the middle. Yeah, what a touch by Reyes. But you kind of wonder if Olivet hasn't really changed their game plan a lot. They haven't possessed the ball a ton in the midfield. They haven't built from the midfield. A lot of their work has been to get the ball towards the half line and then play the long ball over the top of the Hope's defense. And Hope is just sniffing it out every single time. Especially with the first team all MIAA 6'3" sophomore Cole Pauley back there.
Yeah, I felt like some of Olivet's best spells were when Kyle Buchan was in the game.
Mm-hmm.
They would find the number 7, build through the midfield. Oh, great
what
turn,
a great play.
And it's going to be a good finish.
Yes. Wow. What a touch. Is that Reese Brown?
Reese Brown.
Is that Reese?
And Griffin Brown, his brother, you gotta love this, is giving him the biggest hug in the world.
Just a beautiful touch there from Reese Brown.
Beautiful turn.
Wow.
Finds the back stick off the post and in. Beautiful finish. And you got to feel for Olivet's goalkeeper, as he has played a phenomenal game, but there's not much you can do to stop that one.
Yeah, for sure. As I'm looking at the replay here, and just Reese Brown with just the subtlest of touches to get around the defenders there. And certainly the score sheet is not indicative of how well Olivet's defense has played tonight. Their backs there of Tyler Gerbasi and, of course, their freshman goalkeeper of Van Portvliet have done a phenomenal job stopping the Hope offense. And Hope has just taken advantage of some of those little things, including a penalty kick. But Hope has really taken advantage of some of those little things that they were doing really well in the first half, which has included, a lot of ball going to the outside edge, playing it back into the middle of the 18, working the ball in and out, and making sure that that they get enough on it to put it on goal. And they've done that very, very well in the second half. As we have 10 minutes to go in this game right now, Flying Dutchman leading the University of Olivet Comets 3-0 here at Van Andel Soccer Stadium.
Yeah, it's been a game full of drama. If you tune into soccer, football, you've had everything. You've had 2 red cards, had 3 goals, great saves, brilliant individual skill on the ball, incredible defense. Caden Shenlow is going to dribble that ball over the end line and give a corner kick over to Olivet. But this has just been a phenomenal game full of drama, and Coach Blahnik will take the 3 goals and the creative finishes. And Olivet's going to be a little disappointed that they evened up the game with that second red card in the second half, as they were looking to create more offense, and actually probably had their best spell of the entire game in the first 5 minutes of the second half, but just couldn't get over the hump. Christian Mendoza comes in, slides in on Wimmer. The crowd is going to give a big hand to Josh Weigel as he comes into the game. Played a phenomenal game. Evan Sandez, the freshman, comes in at the 6th position.
Freshman from Park City, Utah.
That's right.
Hope Recruiting kind of expanding their Indiana, Illinois, and Michigan recruiting to pull somebody in from Park City, Utah. Evan Sanders, a true freshman there, wearing number 25 out on the pitch, just checking in. Oh, a nice little fake there. Back to Cole Pauley now.
Yeah.
And Hope is just going to be content here to just settle in and just play the ball back and forth a little bit more defensive half as this game wears on with about just under 8 minutes left to play here.
Colton Baker clears that out of bounds. You know, Daniel Hesselbein will still be looking for a clean sheet. Coach Blahnik will say, we want to finish against the MIAA opponent with no injuries. We want to finish this game. We'll be playing them again in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of freshmen on the field for actually both teams.
Yeah.
As this game is kind of in hand, you get a look going into the conference season and say, what can you show me in these last 8 minutes of the game that I can get a look for future games. So.
Ball on the near touchline here, fighting between a couple of Olivet players and the Hope players. You know, Matt, I'm curious what you think has been some of the key. Obviously, we could probably point to one key moment where the game shifted from a 11v10 back to a 10v10 because of the red card against Olivet. But what have you seen from Hope College as Tom DeVries comes off the field and earns a well-earned round of applause from the Hope faithful here? But what have you seen from Hope that really kind of made that change possible in this second half? Surely the 10v10 helped, but is it a mentality shift for them? Is it like you mentioned, a creativity shift? What have you seen? What are some of the takeaways for the Dutchmen here?
You know, I thought that the front of the lineup for Hope, Ethan Jansen, Ben Bush, Josh Weigel, even Matt Wimmer in that first bit of the second half. Wimmer won earned the red card, but I felt like Ethan Jansen just received the ball and went at the back line of Olivet. Josh Weigel was just gobbling up space quickly and just putting pressure on that back four, which had been so good in the first half for Olivet, but they just couldn't handle the sustained pressure of Hope running at them over and over. And Olivet looks to get a ball into the box, won the ball. Dietz brings it down in a great clear up to Ben Bush. But yeah, back to what we were talking about. I just felt like Olivet made like 3 or 4 Jaden Cantu, Gerbasi, game-saving kind of tackles, and then that first goal broke through, and it kind of went downhill from there. And I would say the mentality of Hope with the open space was just attack. And rather than go horizontal, they began to go more vertical, Paul. And not just with long balls, but like dribbling at their defenders, and that was phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a really good point, and I think that really goes well with what you were just saying and how open that pitch was out here with that 10v10 situation. You know, a lot of times soccer is played side to side. It's not played as much vertically because you like to spread the field a little bit and push the defenders and other players off to the side. Yeah, wow. You know, for starting this game and thinking, hey, there's not going to be that many fouls. The Cornerstone game certainly took the cake there. We have had our fair share of bookings here tonight, that's for sure. You know, looking to get, as Jake Line and Ole Olsen here line up on the sideline, looking to get back into the game here as Blahnik is putting in a couple of his more senior members back into the game here as that ball floats in to the top of to the middle of the 18 to the top of the 6. And the ball just careens out of bounds. That's going to be a corner kick now for the Olivet Comets.
Great challenge by Braden Abbott on the back post. Ball goes off of Colton Baker. And it looks like Stefan will come in to take this corner kick. You know, one of the things that Olivet has been good at all night is their set pieces, creating opportunity off set pieces. These teams, again, will play in a couple weeks, and they're learning a lot about each other during this process. process. And let's see if Hope can hold off and keep this shutout despite the great ball.
Wow, that was driven straight through there. That did not hang in the air very long, and Hope had to do everything they could to get that ball out of there. Michael Dietz with the challenge now, winning the ball on the far side, putting it up to Ben Bush, who looks to get a touch on it, and the Olivet defender smartly plays that ball into the woods.
Little known fact about Hope College: behind those beautiful trees that change color as the season goes along, there is a river.
There is a river,
and
some thickets and some brush and things that I have cut my legs on many times searching for balls back there.
The ball people that run the sidelines, when that ball goes over that fence, there's a collective groan that happens to go retrieve that ball.
Yeah.
So they're saying with 3 minutes and 20 seconds, can you just hit it into the fence and not over the fence? Sanders with a great turn. Kyle Buchan back in the game for this last 3 minutes, but Sanders turned him on his hip and won the free kick.
Evan Sanders has been, I think he came in the Cornerstone game, and I remember seeing him just on the line as DeVries. Or not DeVries, sorry. Is that DeVries that sent that in? No,
like Griffin
Brown. Yep. Colton Baker now with the ball with that run on. Hope not really looking to let up at the moment right now with 2:29 left here in the game. Ole Olsen now with the ball in the near touch. Back to Colton Baker, who's looking to step in and maybe draw some contact. And yes, Colton Baker does indeed draw that contact. A smart little play there as he tried to split the defenders, and knowing full well, that's a veteran move from Colton Baker, knowing full well that he was probably going to draw contact and get fouled.
Yeah. Hope says I'm smelling blood in the water, and they're saying I want to get another goal.
Yeah.
Griffin Brown played a phenomenal ball last time into the box for Jake Lyon. The ball got blocked. Griffin holds his hand up for a handball, but wins it back, and Hope will look to possess with 1:38 left in the game. Baker swings it out to Chenlow. Back, and a big switch. This is probably, in this last 30 to 40 minutes, the best soccer I have seen from Hope all season.
Yeah, I would agree.
As bad as they played in the last 25 minutes after the red card, and how emotionally taxing that is when you know you're going to have to play down, it shows a lot of resilience to stay in the game and come out with a 3-0 win.
Chenlow now sending it into the 18. Cole Pauley with the ball from about 40 yards out is going to try to take a shot. Says, why not me tonight, huh? Why not me? Jake Lyon now with the chest down pass. 45 seconds left in this game, and Hope is going to walk away with a 3-0 victory, as we assume, unless Olivet pulls something out of the hat here and puts the ball down the field with about 30 seconds left to play. But it doesn't look as though the Comets are going to be able to do that, especially with how high Hope is pressuring and how fast they're moving at this moment.
Yeah, it's interesting. Jake Lyon came in at the wing position. I wonder if coach is looking to see if they can get him some different opportunities. That ball will be eaten up. Nice shot by number 10, Noah Runnels, for the second shot of the game, and a save by Daniel. But Paul, it's been a great game.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of drama later in the season between these two teams.
Yes.
Congratulating, pretty great game to.
Yeah.
It's been a great night.
We'll see you again on Friday when you and I are calling the U Chicago game, and I have the fortune of calling the women's game tomorrow evening with our friend Megan Bigelow here. So I'll be on at 5 p.m. tomorrow, and you and I are going to be on Friday night. So
tune in.
Really looking forward to that.
Hope Athletics, and thanks for being here tonight. Have a great night.
All right.
There are over 5,000 colleges and universities in the United States alone, and nearly every single one of them is named after a location or a historical figure. But along the shores of Lake Michigan, There is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope. It is so easy to get lost in what this world lacks, to become discouraged by its needs, gaps, and flaws. Can we see beyond the uncertainty and brokenness? At Hope College, we do. Not by ignoring the world as it is, but by learning and living with the belief that this is not the world as it should be, by driving to understand, to unlock clarity, to amplify truth, by leading with inspired compassion, by embodying a vision that illuminates greater opportunity for all, by serving with anchored conviction, using our collective gifts to offer this world what it needs most. Hope. Not simply hope as a desire, but hope as a way of being. Because hope has changed the way we see the world, and hope drives us to change the way the world is. Because hope shapes our calling. Because hope inspires our dreams. Because hope empowers our talents. Because hope frees us to try. Because hope transforms what we believe, transforms how we act, transforms who we are. At Hope College, we know this life-altering grace is a gift we have all been given, and it is the greatest gift we can offer the world. Hope transforms.